Hello, my name is Larry Burkholder, Training Manager, Digger Specialties, manufacturer of the Westbury aluminum railing system. In this video, we're going to install a Riviera C32 model on this stair prop. And of course, this is going to be a similar installation to all the Riviera 3-rail models, 1, 2, 3 rails. This is box kit. The balusters are pre-cut and have the angles already cut into the baluster. And what I have done here is I have clamped the rails to my post. I have parallel and equal spacing on the first baluster, on the short baluster and the long baluster, on the top and the bottom. With this positioning, I've already attached my hardware. Prior to going to that, I have removed the PVC insert in my left hand in the top rail and the bottom rail, but left the PVC insert in the mid rail. Also wanting to point out that the rails are clearly marked. At the bottom rail, it states that this is the lower end of the stair. This is important on the Riviera models, and since we are going to cut this down, we don't want to lose sight to what is the bottom of the rail. I'm going to move this label up. Also on the mid rail, on the bottom side, there is also a label that is not only denoting the bottom side, the bottom of the stairs, it's also denoting the bottom of the rail. And we're going to move that up. That way you can't confuse the mid rail with the top rail. And then I'm also going to remove the bottom of the rail label up, because that way we don't lose sight of where the bottom of the rail is after we do the cut down. Another comment that I have is on the Riviera C32, 33, and 34 models. You'll notice in this particular dimension, the spacing between the posts, that on the top side of the stair system, we're going to have 1 baluster spacing, and on the bottom side, we're going to have 2. There may be able, you see we have a 6-foot section going in slightly less than 4 foot. We have moved the section up and down the stairs to see the best configuration. And this is geometrically the best we can do with this particular dimension that we have here. And that is an acceptable practice in the field. Also, we're ready to, from this, we can cut the rails. And we're going to cut on the bottom side of the stairs, we're going to cut the rails 3/16 off the top side of the top rail, the top side of the mid rail, and the top side of the bottom rail. That's 3/16 inch post wall, off the post wall to the mark where you're going to cut. You do not need to do diagonal cuts or mitered cuts, you will do straight cuts. On the top side of the stair, it'll be the same dimension. It will be 3/16 inch off the post wall, but you're going to measure on the bottom of the bottom rail, the bottom of the mid rail, and the bottom of the bottom rail. We have now removed the top, mid, and bottom rail from our jig, and we need to put the PVC insert back inside the mid rail and the top rail. You want to do this prior to cutting the rail to length. You can see there's a little hook on the rail, and that coincides with this wide portion on the PVC insert. And this is just simply to slide this into place. Once you get it started, it will slide right into place.